Love, friendship, and family. These are the foundations of a meaningful life. But great relationships don't just happen. They require effort, understanding, and the right mindset. In today's video, we're diving into key insights that can transform the way you connect with others. Subscribe, hit like, and turn on notifications so you never miss a relationship tip. And before we begin, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about love and connection? Share it in the comments. Building good relationships is not easy due to the complexities of human nature, communication barriers, trust issues, time constraints, and cultural differences. Each person brings unique values and experiences, which makes effective communication and understanding difficult. The demands of modern life often leave little time to develop relationships, and cultural and societal differences add further complexities. Despite these challenges, efforts to build and maintain strong relationships are extremely rewarding, providing significant emotional and psychological benefits. Part 1. Identifying and overcoming personal barriers. The first step to change is awareness. The second step is acceptance. Nathaniel Branden. To build a fulfilling relationship, start by identifying personal barriers that may be holding you back. Fear of vulnerability often arises from a fear of judgment or rejection, inhibiting deep connections. Past trauma and trust issues, such as experiences of betrayal or abuse, can cause significant trust issues, making healing critical to forming healthy relationships. Unrealistic expectations, such as expecting perfection or believing your partner will complete you, can lead to disappointment and resentment. Overcoming these barriers involves personal growth and self-reflection. Embrace vulnerability by being open and honest with your partner. Dr. Brené Brown, in Daring Greatly, emphasizes that vulnerability is the birthplace of love and connection. Practice sharing your feelings and experiences, even if it's uncomfortable. Seek professional help if past traumas or trust issues are severe. A therapist can help work through these issues and develop healthier behaviors. Adjust expectations by accepting that no relationship is perfect. Recognize and accept the flaws in both yourself and your partner to form more realistic and reasonable expectations. Part 2. Improving your communication skills. Communication works for those who work at it. John Powell. Effective communication is critical to any relationship. Improve your skills by utilizing active listening, which involves fully focusing on your partner, understanding, and responding to what they are saying without distractions. Clearly, express emotions by sharing your feelings constructively, using I statements to avoid placing blame. For example, say, "I feel hurt when you cancel our plans," rather than, "You always cancel on me." Nonverbal communication, such as body language, eye contact, and tone of voice, often conveys more than words. Avoid common communication pitfalls to maintain healthy interactions. Silencing or refusing to engage in conversation creates distance. Instead, take a break if necessary, but commit to returning to the discussion. Respond calmly and try to understand your partner's point of view instead of becoming defensive. Focus on discussing behaviors rather than character attacks to avoid harsh criticism and derogatory remarks. Part 3. Building trust and intimacy. Love cannot exist without trust. Sarah J. Maas. Trust is the foundation of a strong relationship. Build and maintain it by being consistent in actions and words, keeping promises and commitments, and being transparent by openly sharing your feelings, plans, and experiences. Transparency builds trust and encourages your partner to do the same. Show empathy by understanding and empathizing with your partner's feelings. Foster intimacy, both emotional and physical, to create a close relationship. Share your thoughts, dreams, and fears to develop emotional intimacy. Dr. Sue Johnson explains in her book, Hold Me Tight, that turning to each other during difficult times and sharing vulnerabilities promotes emotional intimacy. Maintain physical intimacy through affectionate touch, such as holding hands, hugging, and kissing, which helps keep the romantic spark alive. Spend quality time together doing activities you both enjoy to create lasting memories and strengthen your bond. Part 4. Conflict resolution, overcoming disagreements. Conflicts can and should be handled constructively. When this happens, the relationship only benefits. Conflict avoidance is not the hallmark of a good relationship. On the contrary, it is a symptom of serious problems and poor communication. Harriet B. Breaker. Conflicts are inevitable, but resolving them constructively is critical. Approach conflicts calmly by keeping your emotions under control. Deep breathing or taking a break can help. Focus on finding a mutually satisfying solution rather than dwelling on the problem. Be willing to apologize if you are wrong and forgive your partner to avoid holding a grudge. Recognize and eliminate negative conflict patterns. Avoid criticism by focusing on specific behaviors rather than character flaws. Listen to your partner's concerns and validate their feelings instead of getting defensive. Stay engaged in the conversation, even if uncomfortable. If you need a break, let your partner know and agree to return to the discussion later. Part 5. Keeping the balance. The role of independence and unity. Let there be space in your unity and let the winds of heaven dance between you. Khalil Gibran. Maintaining a balance between independence and unity is crucial for a healthy relationship. Respect personal space by encouraging each other's individual interests and hobbies, which promotes growth and prevents feelings of suffocation. Foster unity by spending quality time together to strengthen your bond. Plan regular date nights or engage in activities you both enjoy. Support each other's goals by encouraging personal and professional aspirations, celebrating accomplishments, and providing support during difficult times. Part 6. The role of shared values and goals. Shared values form the foundation of a strong relationship. Openly discuss your values and beliefs to foster deeper connection and mutual respect. Agree on short-term and long-term goals to create a shared vision for the future. While shared values are important, respecting differences is equally crucial. Celebrate diversity in your relationship and learn from each other. Part 7. Overcoming external challenges. Managing external stressors is essential for maintaining a healthy relationship. Set clear boundaries with family, friends, and work to protect your relationship from undue stress. For example, set specific times to disconnect from work and focus on your partner. Share your stresses and problems with your partner to elicit empathy and support. If external challenges become overwhelming, consider seeking support together from a counselor, support groups, or trusted friends. Part 8. Continuous growth and adaptation. The only way to find meaning in change is to immerse yourself in it, move with it, and join the dance. Alan Watts. Relationships are dynamic and require constant growth and adaptation. Embrace change as a natural part of life and relationships, viewing it as an opportunity for growth, such as learning new skills or traveling together, fostering a sense of partnership and adventure. As you go through different life stages, adapt your relationship to new challenges and opportunities. In conclusion, the path to a fulfilling relationship. Building a good relationship is not a one-time endeavor, but an ongoing journey of self-reflection, communication, trust, and growth. By recognizing and removing personal barriers, improving communication, strengthening intimacy, and embracing change, you can create a strong and lasting bond. Remember, the key to a fulfilling relationship lies in the desire to grow together, celebrate each other's uniqueness, and support each other through life's challenges. So what is really stopping you from having a good relationship? Often it's the fear of stepping out of your comfort zone and truly committing to building something beautiful together. Start today by taking small intentional steps to better understand yourself and your partner and see your relationship flourish. Key findings from relationship experts. Dr. Brené Brown, in her book Daring Greatly, emphasizes the power of vulnerability in creating deep connections. She argues that embracing vulnerability and being open about your feelings and insecurities is critical to building trust and intimacy in relationships. Vulnerability allows partners to connect on a deeper emotional level and build stronger relationships. Dr. John Gottman, in his book 7 Principles for Making Marriage Happy, emphasizes the importance of small, consistent actions rather than grand gestures. Gottman's research shows that daily acts of kindness, appreciation, and attention have a greater impact on building and maintaining a strong relationship than periodic, grand romantic gestures. Dr. Sue Johnson, in her book Hold Me Tight, discusses the importance of emotional intimacy and reaching out to each other during difficult times. Johnson's approach, known as emotionally focused therapy, EFT, focuses on creating a secure emotional bond between partners by meeting their attachment needs and creating a sense of security and support. Dr. Gary Chapman, in his book The 5 Love Languages, introduces the concept of love languages, which are the different ways people express and receive love. Understanding and knowing your partner's love language Whether it's words of affirmation, giving favors, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch, can increase intimacy and communication in a relationship. Dr. Esther Perel, in her book Mating in Captivity, exploring the tension between the need for security and the need for eroticism in relationships, Perel emphasizes how important it is to maintain desire and passion while balancing intimacy with individual space and novelty. Dr. Harriet Lerner's book, The Dance of Anger, it discusses how constructive anger management can improve relationships. Lerner suggests understanding the role of anger, expressing it in healthy ways, and using it as a signal for needed change can lead to better communication and conflict resolution. Dr. Helen Fisher, in Why We Love, explains the scientific basis of romantic love and attachment. Fisher's research on the chemistry of love in the brain shows how understanding the biological basis of attraction and attachment can help people cope with the highs and lows of romantic relationships. Dr. Marshall B. Rosenberg in Nonviolent Communication advocates an approach to communication that emphasizes empathy, clarity, and compassion. Rosenberg's Nonviolent Communication (NVC) techniques help partners express their needs and feelings without blame, leading to more constructive and understanding interactions. Dr. Tara Brach, in her book Radical Acceptance, promotes the idea of accepting oneself and one's partner completely, with all faults. Brach's teachings suggest that practicing mindfulness and self-compassion can reduce criticism and judgment in relationships, helping to create a more accepting and supportive dynamic. Dr. John Gray in Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus discusses the differences in communication styles and emotional needs of men and women. Gray's insight in understanding and adapting to these differences can help partners improve communication and empathy for each other. Each of these experts emphasizes the importance of intentionality and vulnerability in building strong and lasting relationships. Great relationships are built one conversation, one act of kindness, and one moment of understanding at a time. If this video gave you something to think about, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell, because there's always more to explore about love and connection. And before you go, tell us in the comments, what's one thing you'll apply from today's video? Let's keep the conversation going. Join our community absolutely free to learn even more on this topic.